It's a lot of people that's going to owe an apology to a certain little girl. And it's in regards to what happened to Jocelyn Carranza down in Gainesville, Texas last year in February. And for those that don't know the story, Jocelyn ended things on her own terms. She was 11 years old and she passed away on February the 8th, just 5 days after her mother found her unresponsive in their home in Gainesville, Texas. You see, a lot of the reports were saying that Jocelyn was being aggressed or picked on, and she was being taunted at school over her family's immigration status. And if you're wondering why I'm using certain words, because there's only certain words you can use on these platforms. Now, there's a lot of things said. Jocelyn's mother said she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know her daughter was receiving counseling. And it's a lot of things that she was denying. Now, this is no disrespect. I'm just coming to tell you the truth. Now, because of Jocelyn ending things on her own terms, people were blaming a certain child. They were sharing her picture everywhere. She was getting all this harassment, all kinds of stuff. Why did this happen? Because it was easier to blame this child instead of letting the world know what the truth was. This is Bailey, and I have permission to share her picture. You see Bailey, Jocelyn, another little girl, and her brother, they all played together. They rode the bus together. They went to school together. They even walked home together. But one day, Jocelyn and this other little girl who was unnamed, they had an argument. They fell out. That's what kids do. So Bailey and Jocelyn, they started playing a whole lot more. So this other little girl, she ended up getting jealous of that whole friendship. So she ended up causing drama between Bailey and Jocelyn. They stopped being friends. It got so bad to where they started using racial slurs towards Bailey. Now, that all happened in December. Now, let's jump to February. The kids were out of school. The school ended up calling Bailey's mother, telling her that they needed to talk to her. They said they were going to suspend her because they had to investigate why Jocelyn did what she did. And that's when the word got out, and all of a sudden, Bailey's getting attacked online. Here's where the apologies need to go to Bailey publicly. This is the quiet part that was kept out of the public eye. Jocelyn didn't check herself out because she was being aggressed or picked on. She checked herself out because she was being SA'd by her uncle in the house. And allegedly, some of the family knew but never stopped it. And before you say, where's the proof? Let me give it to you. You see, Jocelyn did tell somebody outside of the home that would listen. This is the monster right here. His name is Eduardo Carranza. He's 32 years old. He was arrested because of a grand jury indictment. They had all the proof on August the 5th of 2025. The grand jury found that he SA'd the 11-year-old Jocelyn. Another sad thing is her checking out was recorded by 2 other kids on Snapchat. They didn't call for help. They didn't call 911. They didn't call her parents or anybody. What they did was they passed that Snapchat around to other kids. And that's how Jocelyn's little brother found out that she checked herself out. The uncle was quietly charged with this. He was given 10 years for SAing her. And her family never publicly came forward to say this is what really happened. Instead, leaving that bullseye on Bailey's back. And you best believe this is taking a mental toll on this baby. Not only because of that, because Bailey herself was SA'd by her bio father, allegedly. The reason I'm bringing all this up, because I didn't know about it at first, but I'm bringing this up because schools get ready to start. And Bailey's afraid to go to school because of how she's being treated and how people are talking about her. I'm going to leave you with this. The world was loud when they were blaming Bailey for what happened to Jocelyn. Instead, the truth had been buried. It's buried in the ground, but also buried in that prison. I'm speaking from facts. And if you'd like to see the documents, I'll be glad to send them to you. Shoot me an email. And Bailey, just know you got a lot of internet uncles and aunties out here that got your back. You're strong, you're intelligent, you're smart, and you can be who you want to be, when you want to be, how you want to be. Let's all show Bailey some love. And to all those that were sharing her picture, blaming her, you owe her an apology. Very loud.